Alright, so we are finally ready to thread our machine, and my machine is obviously going to be different than yours, but they all have a lot of the same principles, so you'll be able to use this as a blueprint while you're following along in your manual. I've got my thread, and I'm going to put it on my spool pin. I'm going to take my thread through the first thread guide, which is right here. Your machine will also have a thread guide up top somewhere. I'm going to pull it down through the tension. Every machine has tension. There are little discs back here, and the thread on this machine fits between the front two. You can adjust the tension, and it will adjust how tight your thread is as it goes into the fabric. Mine, I always leave right around the middle, and so then I'll pull it up from the tension into my uptake lever. I always try to keep my uptake lever straight, at the utmost point. This way, when I start to sew, when I push my pedal, I won't lose any thread in the needle. So sometimes if your uptake lever is somewhere in the middle when you start to sew, your thread might pull out of your needle, and it can be super frustrating. But if your uptake lever is always as high as it can be, you will almost never lose your thread on the first stitch, which makes life a lot easier. So then I pull it down towards the needle, and you're going to have a couple of thread guides, maybe one, maybe two, as you go towards the needle. Mine has two. There's this little curly Q guy right here, so I'm just going to put that through there, and then there's another little slot. I'm going to put my thread through this little slot here, and now it is time to go in the needle. You can lick your thread, you can cut it at an angle, you can put it through the needle with tweezers, whatever you need to do to get your needle threaded. There it is. And since my bobbin thread is already up, I am now ready to sew.